Right, let's do this. Did not mean to do that. Meant to do the TBM900 payload manager. There we go. Let's close the door, take the red flag items off, and take the chocks off. Okay, let's have a look at everything. So, taxi light set. Fuel selector needs to be on main. And we're all good down here. Okay, so let's bring her up. Bring her up. Now this is LFMN. We need Geneva. What is it? LSGG, I think. Geneva. Oh, that's if we switch the battery on. There we go. Airport. Airport. There we are. So we're here on the stand. We want to get out to 22. Oh, loudness.
Aural warning, okay.
There we go. Right then, systems are up. Let's just make sure we can zoom in and out. Lovely.
Pause system test. Okay.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Right then. Let me just bring that out a little bit. Now, before anything else, let's get this flight plan loaded, which is a nightmare in VR. Flight plan, and then flight plan, and we want to select a different flight plan. Is it this one? No. Flight plan. Active flight plan catalog we want. Not the range. Oh, it's this one, isn't it? Of course. Duh. Flight plan. There we are. Flight plan catalog. Okay. Now, how come there's no list? And there should be a list. I know why, because I haven't put it in the correct folder since upgrading. Let's do that now. Let's get that. Explain. This is the old folder output. Scroll down. FMS cache. Where is it? FMS plans. There we are. LSGG to LFMN. We'll copy that one out. And we'll simply put that in the new folder. Let's hope it turns up. Output. FMS plans. Paste. And there it is. Now, then there it's appeared on screen. How cool is that? That's fantastic. So we'll select that one. Thank you. Enter. And that's got us departing. Let's just increase the range here. We're departing off 22 at Geneva, runway 22. Coming out here, we take this little path, and if we just show you, we're going down to these VORs all the way down. I'll just increase the range. Yeah, it's going to have to load in a bit. It's taken us all the way down to Nice, essentially over the mountains, which should be an absolutely beautiful flight. We've got Italy, northern Italy on our left as we travel south. And there it is. And we'll end up here after a little bit of shenanigans at the bottom. Okay, so first things first, let's get this thing started. So, get in position physically. Ailerons check. That's great. And fuel pump on. Thank you. Fuel selector to main. I've already checked the amount of fuel. In fact, actually, before we do that, let's just make sure, because this is a long flight. Let's make sure we have got enough. I think we needed 90 in the wings. Oh, how glad am I? I think I must have been flying earlier today. There we go. That's fine. Better check now. Good. Okay. So once more with feeling. Fuel pump on. Starter. 1, 2. Start the timer. Watch the NG. I like to get that to about 16 for a nice cool start. There we go. Check the throttles back, most important. Bring in the inertial separator coming online. And we need 30 and 30, so the NG's at 30, and we are, oh, not counting. Needed to reset it, never mind. That was a good start anyway. And there we are. And we're at flight idle. Generator on. Auxiliary to auto, fuel selector to auto, electrics coming online. Environmental controls, bleed air and air conditioning, and flaps set to take off. And we are there. And that was a not flawless, but not bad start of our TBM. And we need to do our own pushback, so let's get it into the reverse range. And toe brakes on, release that handbrake. And off we go. Just need to turn this thing round. This vehicle is reversing. There we are. Got the lake behind us. Or is it in front? We'll soon find out. There we go. So we take off from runway 22. So let's just make our way there. I'm sure that's the lake end, but I could be wrong. I could be really wrong, actually. Oops, missed the taxi line. Where's it gone? It's out there, we haven't gone far enough. Okay, so I should have gone up the gap up there. Not used to this part of the airport. Never mind. No one's watching.
How's you?
Hey, let's see. I need to find out who that is in a moment. Bear with me. I'm very well, thank you very much, whoever that is. Just enjoying myself right now. Okay, let's go onto the main taxiway. Again, going completely the wrong way here. The ground markings don't match the map, but there we go. I'm going to go all the way to the end of this taxi line. We're on course now. There we are. Oh, right.
Concentrate on your flying, man, LOL.
Ah, that's solar. I knew you a mile off. How you doing, man?
Not bad, dude.
I swear I'm going to send you a copy of X-Plane. You've got to get into
Yourself.
this. Very, very well, thank you. Just really enjoying the Vulkan update. It's just been a huge game changer for anyone that's flying in VR particularly. It's just so smooth. There we go.
Yeah, I was watching your Mac loop, it was well good.
Oh, cheers. Yeah, I do like a little bit of fast jet round the Mac loop from time to time. It's my treat to myself. But again, the transitions between... Right, let's just do our run-up checks. Our transition between different altitudes is just hugely improved in Vulkan. Now look at that. I've got Mr. X's airport HDs on, and I love this cracked tarmac paint down here, the yellow cracked paint on the floor. Just adds to all the signage, and the paintwork in X-Plane is upgraded by this freeware, and he did a great job. Right, so I'm going to switch this to map because we're about to take off from 22.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's the details sometimes, isn't it, in these flight sims that just give you that lovely sense of immersion. Like, since the Vulkan update, I can see red trim, the sewing on the trim of this leather top, and like the top of it's all cracked. And it looks amazing, just that detail I never picked up before, unless they've updated the latest model. Okay, let's line up instead of looking at the interior.
Nice LOL.
Yeah. All right then, that'll do you. So
I know I
TBM900.
can't stream at the moment because of stuttering.
Oh, what in P3D?
Yes,
Yeah, I will help you with that at some point, mate. I'm a bit of an.
it's my router.
Oh, now that is annoying. I had to send an Ethernet cable around the back of the house so that I could be plumbed in rather than over wireless. It did help hugely. It's a bit of a project, but drilling through the wall, I had to buy a 20 quid, like, sort of almost inch bore drill bit for my STS drill. But it's very, very satisfying, actually. Obviously, I was doing it for the greater good. I didn't enjoy it at all.
Plumbed in direct LOL.
Oh yeah, good stuff. Right then, so here we are. We've got synthetic vision on down here instead of the map. I've got my own map at the side because it's larger. I could put my headset on, but I like the engine noise on takeoff. So let's do final checks. We've got flaps to takeoff position, inertial separator on, pitot heaters on, taxi lights, and we'll have that pulse on as well. And everything else is good. Fuel selector to auto, fuel pumps on auto. We are ready. Tables folded away. We'll release
I had a funny feeling
at
today.
50. There we are. What was your funny feeling, mate? Here we go. Rotate at 95. There we are.
That my sim is gonna be built again.
Ah, there you go. You're missing it already. Right, gear up, flaps up. Beautiful. Goodbye, Geneva. You've been good to us. What a fantastic airport Geneva is. Everybody should be flying out of Geneva. It's so cool. And we're off. Now I've got my route plumbed into the autopilot, so once we've gone through departure, we will switch the autopilot on. Going all the way down to Nice across the mountains, Solar. Yes, that fantastic sim. I'll tell you what, if you could get that going on 3 projectors, just amazing. I thought you could do it with X-Plane. I know it's the Warpalizer software though, wasn't it, that was bugging you out? Right, let's set our altitude at 10,000 feet. Oops.
Yeah man, plus my MCP wasn't working.
Oh yes, I remember. There we are, 10,000 feet just over.
Or FS.
And we'll have nav and then autopilot on. So checks torques, everything in the green. Fuel is balanced. Slight imbalance coming in actually. Is fuel set to auto? It is. Got 7 gallons of difference between the left and right. That's not cool. I'll have to keep an eye on that. Turn the inertial separator off. When you turn the inertial separator off, it gives you about 20 points of torque back, so you need to be below 80 on torque before it starts. There we go. As the airflow increases through the engine.
Is explain 11 better than 10, which I have?
Yeah. It's very, very different, but the latest beta particularly. Now then, she should be taking me south now.
Is it downloadable?
There's a demo that's downloadable. You can download a demo now, but the Vulkan beta is not. You have to buy that. You can download a demo of. I forget what the most recent was before the beta. 11.4 was it? Something like that. I don't think we need this synthetic vision. Let's put it away.
LTYR.
Yeah, I think you should. I think you should, definitely. There we go. Oops, sorry. Clicking on stuff I shouldn't be.
Your head is outside the plane. The FAA has entered the chat.
Yeah, what's going on out there? How beautiful is that? Look, absolutely stunning. That's La Clément, which sits outside Geneva Airport. Geneva Airport's just down there. And that ahead of us is Mont Blanc. And I think we better increase our altitude. Someone quickly Google, how tall is Mont Blanc? Let's have a lovely 5 or 6 degree climb angle. There we go. So the autopilot will keep climbing until the altitude bug is met. As it comes within 500 feet of the target altitude, you'll hear a aural warning. Oh, I meant to tell you, Solar, I thought of you today. I downloaded the IL-76 Sturmovik. Is it a Sturmovik? Great big aeroplane, anyway. Freeware off the org store. That's a beast to fly, my god.
Oh yes, well. 90 degrees angle incline. Activated.
Yeah, I wish.
Russian.
Thunderbirds, I'll go. Yeah. What a day. What a day. Look at this. Mont Blanc looking fantastic. Just a wisp of
The
cloud going
anti-mode.
across it. Hey, Debonair Sage. Good to see you, man. Haven't seen you for a while. How you been keeping? There's Lake Annecy down there. That's a lovely place to stay as well. Lovely place to take off from. Where is it? There it is. There it is. There's the airport right there.
Mont Blanc / elevation 4,810 m.
Ah, we should be fine then. How much is that in real money, as they say? I think we're clearing it anyway at the moment. TBM's got an auto interior pressure environmental control, so you don't have to worry too much. You can put the pressure on differential or auto mode, which I do.
15,780 in feet.
All right, so we're going to clear it by 20 feet. We'll be fine. I won't fly over the top of it. I'm sure we'll be fine. That's a good guess, though, wasn't it? 16,000 feet. I think I'll take that as a win. Now, come on, guys. How is that for some ortho bloody scenery? That is quite cool.
Give that man a pat on the back.
Cheers. One of the differences in Microsoft 2020 when it comes out is that they're going to have seasonal changes, so you'll see what happens in terms of snow-covered mountains at different times of year. That will be cool. That will be cool. Whereas these look like they were taken in summer. Some dusting of snow on the top, but you couldn't ski.
Kodak moment. Who
Yeah, man.
needs to travel IRL when we have GeForce 1080 GPUs?
Exactly. That's so true. So true, Debonair. 1080 GPU saved my life, as they say, plus the Vulkan beta upgrade. Right, where are we? Where are we? Let's zoom out a little bit. Got a long way to go. So that's where we are, and that's where we're going. Nice, straight down, and our flight plan takes us straight down, virtually in a straight line. Hello, what happened to my sensors? A straight line through the Alps. So not all of it's on ortho, unfortunately. We'll see just how much of it is on ortho when we get there. Now, I've never worked out what that's for. It's some sort of landing gauge. I've never been able to particularly use it. I've got a feeling I underestimated the fuel, you know. I should have done proper calculation. Just bunged a load in. We're being pretty fuel efficient at the moment, though. I think we can afford to just increase that torque a little bit. I get there as quickly as possible. I'd like to go to a casino in Cannes before the night is up.
When you go to Honeycomb.
That's true, except I'm not using it right now because the autopilot's doing all the work. This is the point where I get me egg sandwiches and lemon tea out, isn't it?
I've been playing Beat Saber with my Vive.
Oh, nice.
They should have a screen in the pilot instruments that lets you play Nintendo emulators or hell,
Do you
even
know?
Tamagotchi.
Absolutely that. I mean, in an Oculus you can bring in other windows, so I could potentially bring in some games as we're going along. Not Overwatch or anything, but maybe something on net. Countdown
Yeah,
or Cards Against Humanity or something like that. Marbles. Look, that's what this is for. We finally found out this is for marbles. Keeps the marbles in place. Always wondered what that's for.
Totally.
I'll tell you what, let's go and have a sit in the back seat. And let's have a look. Where are we? There we go, let's focus the application. And then, ooh, I think I like a table seat today. Well, thank you. Here's for a game of cards. Look at that. Imagine this was actually your flight. Have a little snooze.
Oh, sophisticated swerve. Waiter, oh waiter.
Yeah,
Please
absolutely.
bring me a pilot, please.
Exactly. We'd quite like a pilot for this journey. That's so funny, mate. Sophisticated. I'm literally the last person to be sophisticated, but there we are. I've got oxygen. Everything's fine. We've got oxygen. Shall I open the door? Shall I? Put the steps out. Do these work? Never been back here. Oh, those don't work. Perhaps I have to switch them on at the front. Right, table away. Windows back up.
Yes, check decompression.
Always good to check decompression. Anyone got some peanuts? Now look, we're not going to make it over that ridge. Can you see ahead? Let's just take the altitude hold off.
I got walnuts.
Oh, and we're over talking. Oh my god, the gearbox is going to be knackered. All that time. See me playing cards in the back of the plane? Not good. Luckily I've got failures turned off. Okay. So let's put our next altitude up to 20,000. Oh, not... No, what's it doing? Do you know that's a bug? I read about it. There's a bug in the altitude selector in VR. Supposed to have fixed it though. Oh god, this is going to take a while. Let's do altitude select. Can you sync it with a punch? No. No. Okay, we're down at 38, 37, 36, 35. Oh, I want to get that down to 20. Supposed to be flying the low airways here. Oh, but I'm missing it all, look. There we go, 23, 22, 21, and 20. You know what I need for my birthday? Is a hardware knob, if you pardon the phrase. There we go, let's climb angle of about 5 degrees. Oops. I need one of those Cytec switch panels. They've got these knobs and runners on. There we are. Oh, I can sit back again. Now look, can you see that shadow flicker out there? There's a bug in the latest Vulkan where the shadows are really poorly rendered. They're at far too low resolution, so you see the edges flickering in VR. You don't see it in 2D. Let's not look that way.
When is your birthday?
Yeah, quite. It could be my birthday every day. With the power of my wallet. I've said it before, but what I always think about, if you lived there, see where these people are living on the side of a bloody mountain, have you got broadband? Because I swear, if you were born in a village like that and you didn't have broadband, you'd be pissed off. Do you think I'm overthinking it?
Or social distancing?
Yeah, social distancing would be pretty good down there. You just go up the mountain, sit on that lake. See those roads that do go up to that lake? You'd have to go up there, wouldn't you? Can you imagine how empty and wild that is up there? Amazing. Mm-hmm. I feel I should play an announcement or something. We are currently cruising at 20,000 feet. On the left behind us you can see Mont Blanc. Ahead of us is some cloud and some Alps. Please come to the front if you have any card games on you.
Parachutes are located.
I'll leave it to one of you guys to write something so my bitchin' Betty can pretend to be a stewardess. Yeah. You guys can write me a stewardess announcement in the chat, and we'll make bitchin' Betty read it out.
Bitch and Betty.
Bitchin' Betty is this voice. This robotic female voice.
Oh bleemy.
So to our left over those ridges you do have northern Italy. Torino, Novara, Milano.
At least it's not reading out Solar Orc 7.
Yeah, I switched that bit off.
Oh god.
Painted yourself into a corner there, Solar.
A little LOL.
I always find I look out the left window, I guess because it's right here, but I miss everything that's on the right if I'm not careful. So my XATC chatter program, I haven't got it running at the moment, but it's just been updated with 900 new samples off liveatc.net. But at some point, I was thinking I should use this break that we have at the moment to get into VATSIM and try a little bit of that, because that's a whole different skill set, isn't it, doing radio ATC stuff. I've done it a couple of times. It's so scary. It's so scary starting off because I don't know what to say properly. I did some study. I looked it up, but you sound like you feel like you're being a right plonker. And then the ATC speaks back so quickly, and you have to write down their instructions.
I got a great little navmap program called Little Navmap. It's a lot better than Navigraph.
It's better than Navigraph for VFR flights, but
You ever been in a cockpit before?
yes, yeah,
You
I have
ever
a few times.
Seen a grown man naked?
Well,
Joey, you ever hang around a gymnasium before? Airplane scene.
it's been a long time since I've watched that, so I'm really, really, really glad that you clarified that's what it was. You don't know how glad I am now. Brilliant, man. Airplane, what a film. What a film. I like Spaceballs as well. Do you remember that? With Dark Helmet. Now look at that, there's a toothy little ridge coming up down there. So I use Navigraph and the FMS manager in Navigraph to update little navmap with the AirRack as each new cycle comes out. So I have used little navmap, and it is much better for the fine tuning. You're absolutely right. It's much better for the fine tuning of flight plans. Wow, that's like Mars down there. Look at that stuff.
It's very good.
It is very, very good. It's very, very good. But I like the combination of Navigraph because obviously you got the charts in Navigraph, airport charts, approach information, all that sort of stuff. Right, altitude hold off.
Plus the ills too.
I've forgotten what the top altitude of my little TBM is. Let's find out. Okay.
Chart 10 X-ray, wind 240 degrees, 8 knots, runway 28.
That is like another planet down there. How fantastic.
How much is the full version of Explain to download?
Do you know, I don't know. The thing is, when you download it, you don't have to download all the regions. So you can download all the regions. I think it's about 60 gigs then. But you can just download the UK, for example, or whatever you want to fly. And of course, if you're not using ortho scenery, it's not actually that much. So download the installer, and then as you're installing it, it asks you which regions you'd like to install. What's interesting is my
We'll have a
X80C
look
chat
here.
has kicked in.
Ryanair 23 Uniform Lima, wind 250 degrees, 7 knots, runway 28, clear takeoff. Bye-bye. Northlands 1762, wind 250 degrees, 8 knots, runway 28, clear land.
Bloody hell, look at that render distance out there. Amazing. Amazing. And there you can see the edge of the ortho. Yeah? This is X-plane default. And that's the top of another ortho tile. So there's like a corner here between the two tiles. So anything out that way isn't an ortho tile, but down south
250 degrees at 7 knots.
obviously is the top of my Nice ortho tile.
Nice.
Ethiopian 504, are you ready for departure? Ethiopian 504, on your lineup.
What you guys been doing with your day then? What's the exquisite isolation done for you? What have the Romans ever done for us? Today I've been mostly
I've been trying to get Croofs 2 to work.
to get Crew FS2. Oh, is that one of those ones where you join up on multiplayer?
0 degrees, 7 knots.
Oh, that's Join FS, isn't it?
Clear takeoff.
How are we doing for fuel? Beautiful, down to
Working remote
78.72.
again.
Oh, damn it. Work gets in the way of everything.
1000, wind 240 degrees, 7 knots.
No, it's to get announcements in the cockpit.
Oh, I see. That's cool. In X-Plane, if you have something called Zebo mod, well, actually, a lot of planes, like the King Air C350. Oh, I haven't showed you that, have I? I bought the King Air C350. That is a powerful prop plane, my god. Anyway, I'll fly that in a bit when we get to Nice. A lot of them have built-in call-outs from a sort of imaginary co-pilot. But also in Zebo mod, you've got things like PA announcements. Have you got Zebo mod for P3D? You have, haven't you?
Line up, runway 28, wait.
No.
Oh.
Trophy, congratulations. You've received 100 messages today with Restream chat. I don't thinks. Ha ha ha.
You chatty bastards. Look at that weird colour there. Do you think that's iron
Ha ha.
deposits?
Ryanair 5 Kilo November, wind 250 degrees, 8 knots, runway 28.
Oh, 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 FPS lag. What's it doing? PC must be doing something. It's going to take one of these cameras off. This live cam that I've got pointed at me often causes issues. Yeah, I can't see anything else going on. Now, it's the first lag
Explain
that
have
I've
a
seen.
funny front end. Let's see if it works on my machine. LOL.
Yeah,
I
you'll
had
be
to
fine.
laugh.
You'll be fine. Let's just look at the F actual and X-plane.
59 euros.
Yep. Oh. Go away. Oh, now that's the first time my FPS has dropped down. What's it doing? Okay, if we're about to oh, do you know what it is? It's active sky. Let's turn that off. We don't need active sky. Oh. It's an interesting little swizzle. We're cruising at 24,000 feet. 198 knots for 34 minutes.
I think I'll download it.
I think you should, mate. I really do. Give it a go. Even if you just, I mean, without ortho scenery, it's not much cop. But there's so much free ortho scenery out there. You've seen the French Alps stuff, this stuff that I'm using. But the machine you've got now, I would say you must absolutely get X-Plane on board.
It seems more real too.
Ortho scenery is definitely more real. But I don't know, I think P3D was made on the back of FSX technology, wasn't it? So it had its limitations, even though it's highly, highly customized. See that FPS has gone back up again, I wonder why. Now, what I'll be interested in is how I'm going to make this descent. I guess when we're out in the mountains, we can just begin that descent. But we're going to need a bit of time to get down from 24,000 feet before we hit the coast.
Okay, I'll buy it with my birthday money.
Hey, good lad. Try the demo first, make sure it works. And once you've bought it, don't buy it off Steam, buy it on the X-Plane store, because you get the updates more quickly when they come out there. And once you've bought it, on the installer you can tick to check for betas on install, and then it'll install it to the latest Vulkan beta, which your graphics card does support. I think you got 1660, have you?
Okay, thanks for that. Yes, 1660 going up to 2030.
Look at that, it's bringing us down. Can you see there's like a ridge down through those mountains? Let's have a look. Yeah, there it is. Amazing. This is such a powerful aircraft, it's unbelievable. I think we can probably select a lower altitude right now, actually. Let's get back down to 20,000. Take the altitude hold off. Get rid just a couple of degrees of descent.
Okay, gonna go now and download it now.
Go for it, Solar. Thanks for coming on, mate. Enjoy, yeah?
Catch you soon.
Yeah, please let me know how you're getting on. If you've got any install problems, give me a shout. I've kind of I've got a bit of X-Plane wizardry about me with regards to scenery and all that stuff and how to install plugins. Just let me know. There's loads of freeware out there. I'll bung you a few links. Great to see you, mate.
Will do, dude. Many thanks.
No worries, no worries. So when we get down to Nice, you have to go out to sea and then back in, because that's the way the approach goes off this VOR. And I forget which our runway was that we're going in on. Let me just have a look at my Navigraph. Is it 4 left or 4 right? Let's have a look. I think we're going in on 4 left. We'll soon find out. First time I've done this flight, Domino. Coming in over the mountains like this, we're going to need that bit of sea out there to use as descent, I think. Right, that's our target altitude within 1,000 feet. Currently it's cruising at 20,800 feet. Doing 216 knots. Beautiful. Beautiful day as well. Let's have some outside views. Wow. You would not want to get lost in that. That's a little town down there. Unbelievable. Sorry, hit the cam. Ah, should have done that a long time ago. There we go. Sit up in the chair a little bit. I think we can drop a couple of 1,000 feet there. Altitude select down to 18. Now I do believe that should be Nice down there. It is. There's the airport on the edge of that crescent. So we need to descend a little bit harder than this. And a little bit further. Target altitude 10,000. Let's start with that. I think we should use a 6-degree descent. There we go. That looks about right. What this altitude selector is doing. There's a bug on the altitude selector knob where it suddenly puts 10 10,000 feet on, it's only in VR that it happens. It's behaves most of the time though. There we go. The autopilot brought me to level as I passed my target altitude on the selector. There we are. So we just give it that descent pattern again, descent angle. There we go. Lovely. As soon as I'm out of the coast, I'll take over. Actually, no, I won't. I'll take over at this point. I can't touch it, but on the final leg, we'll take it off autopilot. You have to come in and do a sharp turn into the runway, because the two ends of the runway are no flight zones for approach, which is why you have to go out to sea. So that approach is a Nice approach. Discussing it with one of the other viewers today. Monaco up there. Oh, lag. And Nice and Cannes down that way. There's Nice Airport on that wide spit of land. Let's keep this descent going. Down to 5,000. Cool. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, over talking because we're descending too fast. There you go. Don't want to screw the old gearbox up. And we're going out to sea. So this is actually the approach pattern. Glad I let the autopilot do it now. Coming down to 10,000 feet. Hoping we've got enough time. I'm sure we have left for descent after the mountains. How's that for a wing view?
Hungary 1, runway 13 left, clear for takeoff, wind 070 degrees, 11, gusting 15, now see the system. Hungary 1, clear for takeoff, 13 left, descending, set number system. Tower, good afternoon, Tower 234 Delta, approaching holding point 13 left. Tower 234 Delta, Servus Stock Tower via intersection Kilo, line up runway 13 left.
Oh.
Kilo intersection, line up 13 left, Tower 234 Delta.
8,500 feet.
Storm 234 Delta, runway 13 left, clear for takeoff in 0 degrees 11 knots. Clear for takeoff 13 left, Storm 234 Delta. Tower with a 2326 airstop, that is ILS 13 left. With a 2326 airstop, the tower continue approach in 0 degrees 11 knots. Yeah, 2326. With a 2326, runway 13 left, clear to land, wind 070 degrees 11 knots. Runway 13 left, clear to land, with a 2326.
Into the nothing. There we go. Coming down to 5,000 feet, so we're just going to select that for 4,000, maybe 3,000 for the rest of this journey. And I'll take over on the downward leg. Final approach. Well, it's sort of final approach. It's more like base, really. Torque getting a bit high again. Let's just bring that back. Don't want to overspeed. You certainly need all this time for the descent though. I'm coming in at quite a sharp angle. I bet they wouldn't take a 6-degree descent angle in real life. It would be a bit uncomfortable. There we are, within 1,000 feet of our target altitude of 3,000 feet.
Roger 2041, runway 13 left, clear for takeoff in 180 degrees 10 knots. Clear for takeoff, 918 2041.
It's quite strange being so far out at land, isn't it? Out at sea, sorry. Featureless environment, can just see the beginnings of that coastline in the distance out there. I'm going to make the first turn on our loop any moment now.
Tower, good morning. Good afternoon. From the 031, continue Geneva, fully ready.
Let's zoom in on that. Oh, range reduce. There it is. So altitude hold has come on. We're at 3,000 feet and coming up to Intsea for the first turn.
Easy 907 Echo Delta, Tower Airline intersection, kilo line up, runway 13 left and wait.
Line up 13 left and wait, Easy 97 Echo Delta.
Easy 907 Echo Delta, runway 13 left, clear for
Should see the coast when we fully run.
Take takeoff, Easy 97 Echo Delta.
Interesting. Coast is too far away. Didn't realise we'd come that far out. You can just see the mountains in the distance. Just see the coastline. Fuel's at 50 gallons. Plenty of fuel to get there.
CSA 4 Mike Foxtrot, runway 13 right, clear to land, wind 190 degrees 7 knots, vacate at the end to the left, Alpha 2. Okay, runway 13 right, clear to land, and Alpha to approach, stay for my purpose. Thanks. Stay for my Foxtrot, now left, and vacated contact Budapest ground 121.9. To the left, and the Budapest ground 121.9, good day, cancel correction, CST for my Foxtrot. Now good day, German Air Force 607, country right. German Air Force 607, clear, continue approach, runway 13 right, wind 170 degrees, 11 knots. German Air Force 607, continue.
And then.
Hello for you, then Alpha Mike, ready? Zero wings, liner Alpha Mike, tower by intersection, kilo, line up runway 13 left, clear for takeoff, wind 200 degrees, liner knots. Zero wings, liner Alpha Mike, runway 5 kilo, line up runway 13 left, clear for takeoff, runway 13 left, zero wings, liner Alpha Mike, goodbye. German Air Force 607, runway 13 right, clear to land, wind 180 degrees, 10 knots. German Air Force 607, clear to land, 13 right. German Air Force 607, vacate via Bravo 1 or Alpha 1. Air Force 607, Bravo 1, Alpha 1. Sziasztok, újra Vision 9 Juliet Tango approaching, kilo ready. Vision 9 Juliet Tango, tower, sziasztok, via intersection, kilo, line up runway 13 left and wait. Lining up 13 left and wait, Vision 9 Juliet Tango. Tower, good day, Tower 233 Bravo, establish on localized Tarom 233 Bravo, tower, continue approach runway 13 right, wind 190 degrees, 11 knots. Continue approach Tarom 233.
This is very cool.
Vision 9 Juliet Tango, runway 13 left, clear for takeoff, wind 190 degrees, 10 knots. Clear for takeoff, there 9 Juliet Tango, runway 17 left. German Air Force 607, when vacated, contact ground 121.9, off it in. Air Force 607, when vacated, 21.9, tschüss. Tarom 233 Bravo, runway 13 right, clear to land, wind 190 degrees, 10 knots, vacate at the end to the left. Clear to land 13 right, vacate at the end to the left, Tarom 233 Bravo. Tarom Bravo, left now. And I keep it contact ground 1 to 1 decimal 9. Left 1 to 1 9, thank you, Tarom 233 Bravo. Goedenavond, het November 51 Julius, established local and ILS 06. Julius, hello, the meeting 1905, Cleveland 06. Julius, Roger, Cleveland 06. Tower, goedenavond, police 25. Police 25, hello. Goedenavond, police 25, this is almost 1000 feet. Crossing from the north is possible at the crossing CDR direction for landing 1000 towards the middle. Police 25, data enter and proceed. Romeo, Atlantic, Q&A 016, report, extend, report, approaching the extended 24. We are approaching the extended 24, 016, set and crossing the police 5. Hello, Flyer 4 Yankee, evening this is the North 524. This land runway 543. Tower, Carpenter 2701, established ILS 24. Carpenter 2701, hello, the wind 2005, Cleveland 24. Cleveland 24, Carpenter 2701.
Hi.
Hey Monique, how you doing? Long time no see. Just coming into Nice, Lima Foxtrot, Mike November. And we've just come all the way down from Geneva across the mountains. If you
I'm good, thanks.
have a look at the stream
You?
later. I'm glad you're well, yeah, I'm fine. Thank you very much. I've just got to do the approach to Nice. You go out to sea and back again, then you have to do a sharp turn. So I'm just going to drop my altitude to 1000. Let's just bring that altitude selector down first. There we go. Altitude hold off, and then a 5-degree descent angle should do it. There we go. So I think in a moment I'm going to take this off autopilot. In fact, let's make that moment now.
I keep missing your streams.
Oh, shame.
Sad smiley.
Alright, we're coming up on 1800 feet. And we're just going to take a little drive around here because we've got to bleed off some of this altitude in a no-fly zone. Shame I just misjudged how much time we had left to get rid of the last bit of altitude. Came all the way down from 24,000 feet going over the Alps. And also Yeah, I know. Big circle
Have you
coming
been
up.
practicing the helicopter?
Do you know I haven't? Not since I was on it with you. There we go. That's getting rid of some of that. Let's just line up here, and then. Shame. I missed my approach just a minute ago.
That was fun that day.
It was fun. I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed that very much. Right then. Landing gear. Sorry, passengers. There we go. And what we're going to do is get into a left-hand pattern and land from the other side. Flying the no-fly zones since 1974. Nice view of Nice Airport. I was parked down there earlier today. Throttle back. How's your day been, Monique? What have you been up to? First stage of flaps. Second stage of flaps.
I've been stuck indoors.
Yeah.
I got a cold and no one is coming near me, lol.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Everyone freaks out about colds now, don't they? As long as you got snot, you're safe. How's that for a t-shirt?
LOL.
Dive, dive, dive. This is called kamikaze approach. Okay, gear down,
It's
flaps
funny
down.
/ not funny.
Yeah, exactly. And throttle back. Flare. I know.
Go around again.
And reverse.
Or not.
This lovely thing stops on a sixpence, thank God. Absolute beast of a machine, the TBM900.
Nice touchdown.
Thank you. Very controllable. Nothing coming? Good. Yeah, if any of us are getting a cough, we're like, is it a dry cough?
What other games do you play in VR?
Bit of Onward, military first-person shooter. Recently, Alex Half-Life, that was wonderful. Sublime game that is, but that's because, you know, it reminds me of my childhood, I guess. I wish it was childhood. I was about 20, I think.
I looked at Onward.
It's a fantastic game. It really, really is. People, if you prefer like fast-paced Call of Duty, then Pavlov is better because that's a sort of VR version of CS:GO. Where should we park up? Somewhere down here. Yeah, that'll do. Any space for little one? Over there.
I got Pavlov, but whenever I play it I'm stuck in the ground, lol.
Oh, that's not good. What headset do you have? I've forgotten.
You have to be a 7-feet giant to play it. Rift S.
You know what? This will do. I'm not lined up, but it will do. Right, parking brake. That means your floor configuration isn't working, I think. Okay. And there we go. Oh, that was cool. That was a long flight. What have you got? Let's open the door. Damn thing. So many alarms when you just stop. Electrics off. Fuel selector main. Fuel pump off. Everything's set. So good. Generator off. Crash bar down. There we are. And then
I have to go through the floor setup every time I put on the headset for some reason.
That's really, really annoying. Yeah, that shouldn't be happening. Mind you, I've got a Rift CV1, so maybe the Rift S is different. What a lovely machine. Look at that. Let's get the payload manager out. Red flag items. I always like to fill up the fuel after a flight so it's ready for next time. Such a dad. Okay. There you go. Oh, that's a screenshot right there. Well, I'm sorry to say this, Monique, but I've just spent the last hour flying over the Alps, and I am done for today. I've been on a couple of times. If you look back through the stream,
It wasn't always like that. I reinstalled everything and now it won't accept the floor.
Oh, that's really, really annoying for you. That really is. Have you Googled it? I guess you've Googled it. Of course you Googled it. But hey, they've got a kind of burnished colour about them. That's not usually like that. That must be because we've had such a long flight. Cool.
Damn it, sad smiley.
Yeah.
I come here and you leave me sad smiley.
Oh, I know. I'll be on tomorrow. I promise. What's tomorrow? Is it Tuesday? All the days are blurring into one, aren't they? I'll tell you what, because it's you, I'll show you my new acquisition, which is this King Air C350. And if we go to Nice, it shouldn't take too long to load. Let's be straight on the runway for this one. This is an absolute beast of an aircraft. I don't know if you've seen this one. Let's press start on that. So while that's loading, you were saying that you can't get the floor configuration to stick, and I think I've seen that on the forums. There's other people having that problem as well. But it's obviously problematic, isn't it, when you're if you're flying? Not flying, playing. Come on, King Air.
It's a pitter.
Pitter. I don't know that acronym. Pain in the ass. Oh yeah, so it is.
Pain in the A.
Pig in the armpit? I don't know. Oh dear, I could get very rude with that, and I won't. Come on, FPS, where have you gone? Look at that. That's really struggling. I think we're in Vulkan beta bug territory. It's got like 5 FPS at the minute. You see that? Ouch. What the hell?
Pain us in the A nuz.
Nice. I think this is my PC saying, actually, I'm done. Just going to go back to the menu and then back to this and see what happens. See, menu's fine. Game really not fine. What is going on? I've got my F actual's gone down to 7 or 8. It was 30 as I landed in the TBM.
LOL.
Just going to try
Your
something.
PC has got airsick.
Yeah, needs putting down sometimes. Right, let's switch this to... That's really weird, isn't it? That's so strange. What about if I get out and in again? No, it's just as bad. Well, let me just show you this. All I wanted to show you was the engines, really, because they're just superb. Toe brakes on, right? But check this out. Ha 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 ha.
OMG LOL. That's what you look like without a toaster on your face.
Yeah. A toaster on my face. I forget which one of my things is the mixture. I think it's that one. Hang on a sec. Let's get back in. Interesting. Feathers right down. Yeah, I definitely think the flight sim gods are telling me to put it to bed. Can't fly at 10 FPS. Right, it's really, really nice to see you. Hello. And I will see you tomorrow now. Take it easy, Monique.
I was going to say. Don't fly off with the pilot on the outside tongue-poking smiley.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time, would it? Take it easy, you. Bye.